report says we are at stage 2, paragraph page 63. Okay,
Okay.
and our last headword was moving, new word type of lesson. Okay, we will start at
Yes.
moving. Okay, so let's start with revision. Ready?
Okay.
Here we go. First question. What's the difference between the present continuous and the present simple? What's the difference between the present continuous and the present simple? The difference between the, the difference
Present
between
difference
the
between
present continuous
present
and the
continuous
present simple
and the present
is
simple
that we use
is that we
the present
use
continuous
the present
for
continuous
an action we are
all
doing now,
an action we are doing now,
whereas we use the present simple
whereas we use present simple
for an action we do
for
generally.
an action
We do
we
generally.
do generally.
Very good. Okay, next. Are you reading a book? Are you reading a book? No,
Are you
I'm
reading a
not
book? No,
reading a
I'm
book.
not reading a book.
Do you read books? Do you read books? Yes, I read
Yes,
books.
I read
Books.
books.
Very good. I read books.
I read books.
Very good. Are you writing? Are you writing? No,
Are you
I'm not
writing? No,
writing.
I'm not writing.
Do you write? Do you write? Yes, I write.
Yes, I write.
Very good. Okay. Am I? Okay. Here we go. I can't stand up. So, am I going to the door? Am I going to the door? No, you aren't
No, you
going
aren't
to the door.
going to the door.
You're remaining on the chair.
You are remaining on the chair.
Very good. Do I go to the door after the lesson? Do I go to the door after the lesson? Yes,
Yes,
you go
you
to the door
go to the
after
door
the lesson.
after the lesson.
Very good. Is he going home? Is he going home? No, he
No,
isn't
he
going
isn't
home.
going home.
He's
He
remaining
is
in the
remaining
room.
in the room.
Very good. Does he go home after the lesson? Does he go home after the lesson? Yes,
Yes,
he goes
he
home
goes home
after
after
the
the
lesson.
lesson.
Very
After
good.
the
Very good. Okay, next. Is she speaking? Is she speaking? No, she
No,
isn't
he
speaking.
isn't speaking.
Does she speak? Does she speak? Yes, she
Yes,
speaks.
she speaks.
Very good. Okay, next. What's the negative of I speak? What's the negative of I speak? The negative of I speak
The negative of I speak
is I don't speak.
is I don't speak.
Very good. Do you remain here after the lesson? Do you remain here after the lesson? No, I don't
No,
remain
I
here
don't
after the
remain
lesson.
here after
I
the
go
lesson.
home.
I go home.
Where do they speak Japanese? Do they speak Japanese? No, they
No,
don't speak
they don't speak
Japanese. They
Japanese.
speak
They speak
English.
English.
Do I read books in Chinese? Do I read books in Chinese? No, you
No,
don't
you
read
don't
books
read
in
books
Chinese.
in
You
Chinese.
read books
You
in
read the
English.
books in English.
Very good. What's the negative of he speaks? What's the negative of he speaks? The negative of
The
he
negative
speaks
of his
is he
speak
doesn't speak.
is he,
Doesn't
that
speak.
he doesn't speak.
Very good. Does he speak Japanese? Does he speak Japanese? No,
No,
he
he
doesn't speak
doesn't speak
Japanese. He
Japanese.
speaks
He speaks
English.
English.
Very good. Does she remain here after the lesson? Does she remain here after the lesson? No,
No,
she doesn't
she
remain
doesn't
here after the
remaining
lesson.
here after the
She
lesson.
goes home
He goes home
after the lesson.
after the lesson.
Very good. Does he write in German? Does he write in German? No,
No,
he
he
doesn't write in
doesn't
German.
write in
He
German.
writes in
He
English.
writes in English.
Very good. Okay, next. Okay, so let's start. Okay, here we go. About how many pages, about how many people are there in your country? About how many people are there in your country? There are about
There are about
like 100 million people,
one one
100
hundred
million
million
people
million people
in my country.
in my country.
Very good. About how many things are there in this room? About how many things are there in this room?
Things.
There are about
There are about 10 things
in that
in that
it
room.
very good. About how many pages are there in this book? About how many pages are there in this book? There are about
There are about 100 pages
in that
in
book.
that book.
Very good. Okay, next. Can you speak Japanese? Can you speak Japanese? Yes, I can
Yes, I
speak
can speak
Japanese.
Japanese.
Very good. Can you touch this book? Can you touch this book? No, I
No,
can't
I
touch
can't touch
that book.
that book.
Can you read and write? Can you read and write? Yes, I can
Yes,
read
I
and
can
write.
read and write.
Very good. Do you like your city? Do you like your city? Yes or no?
Yes, I
I
like my
my
city.
city. Very good.
Yes.
Okay. Do you dislike the cinema? Do you dislike the cinema? No,
No,
I
I
don't
don't
dislike the
dislike the
cinema.
cinema.
I like the cinema.
I like the cinema.
Very good. Okay, honestly, do you like that picture? Do you like that picture? Yes or no?
Yes, I like that picture.
Very good. Do you dislike television? Do you dislike television? Yes or no?
No,
I
I
don't
don't
dislike
dislike the
television.
television.
I like television.
I like television.
Very good. Does she dislike television? Does she dislike television? Yes or no? Huh? What do you think? Does she like or she doesn't?
She doesn't dislike television.
Television.
She
She likes
likes
television.
television.
Very good. Okay, next. Which hand's this? Which hand's this? It's your left hand.
Ah, yeah,
Well,
it's your left hand.
very good. Which hand's this? Which hand's this? It's your
It's
right hand.
your right hand.
Very good. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? You're putting your
You
left hand.
you're putting on your left
One
hand.
more. You're putting your left
You're
hand.
putting your
Your
left
left
hand
on the book.
on the book.
Very good. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're putting your right
You're
hand.
putting
Your right
you're
hand
putting your right
on
hand
your eye.
on your eye.
Very good. Okay, next. Okay, so we start at moving. Okay, so that's the end of our revision. Let's have new work. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. So repeat moving.
Mm. Moving
Still.
still
Completely.
completely.
Very good. Okay, here we go. Okay, listen. Still is a verb. For example, my hand isn't moving. It's still. Okay.
Mm.
Moving is a verb. For example,
Mm.
I'm not sitting still. I'm moving.
Oh.
Completely is an adverb. For example, I don't generally sit completely still in the lesson. I move.
Mm.
Okay? Very good. Okay, so let's start with okay, so for example, another example. She doesn't generally sit completely still in the lesson. She moves. Okay, let's
Mm.
practice. Is my hand moving? Is my hand moving? No. Your hand
No, your
isn't
hand
moving.
is not moving.
It's still.
It's still.
Very good. Am I sitting still? Am I sitting still? No. You
No,
aren't
you
sitting
aren't
still.
sitting still.
You're moving.
You're moving.
Very good. Are all parts of your body still now? Are all parts of your body still now? No. Not
No,
all the parts
not all
of
the
my
part
body
of my
are
body
still now.
are still
My
now.
mouth and my
My
tongue
mouth in my
are
tongue
moving.
are moving.
Very good. Do you generally sit completely still in the lesson? Do you generally sit completely still in the lesson? No.
Yes.
I
No.
yeah, yes. No, no.
I
No,
no.
I
Yeah.
don't generally
I
sit
don't generally sit
completely still in the
completely
lesson.
still and listen.
I move.
I move.
Very good. Does she generally sit completely still in the lesson? Does she generally sit completely still in the lesson? Yes or no?
No,
She doesn't generally
she
sit
doesn't generally sitting
completely still
completely
in
still
the lesson.
in the
She
lesson.
moves.
She moves.
Very good. Let's repeat. Wearing.
Wearing
Wear.
wear.
Glasses.
Wearing. Okay.
Wearing.
Wearing.
Wearing. Wear.
Wear
Glasses.
glasses.
Very good. Okay, listen. For example, I'm wearing a shirt. Okay, I'm wearing a headphone.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's practice. What clothes are you wearing? What clothes are you wearing? I'm
I'm
wearing.
wearing a shirt.
Very good. Are you wearing glasses? Are you wearing glasses? Yes or no?
Yes, I'm
Wearing
wearing
glasses.
glasses.
Wait, are you wearing a hat? Are you wearing a hat? No,
No,
I'm not
I'm not
wearing a hat.
wearing a hat.
Wait, do you wear a hat? Do you wear a hat? Yes, I
No.
wear. You never wear? Like,
Ah,
yeah. So first one is, are you wearing a hat? So that's now. Are you wearing a
yeah.
hat? No, I'm not
Yeah.
wearing a.
No, I'm not wearing a hat.
Do you wear a hat? Do you wear a hat? Yes,
Yes,
I wear
I
a hat.
wear a
Very good. Okay, next. Are you wearing a coat? Are you wearing a coat? No,
no, I'm
I'm
not
not wearing
wearing
a
a
coat.
coat.
Do you wear a coat? Do you wear a coat? Yes,
Yes,
I
I
wear a coat,
wear a coat.
especially in winter. Very good.
Ah,
Next,
yeah.
next repeat with.
With.
Very good. Okay, listen. With is a preposition. For example,
Yes.
I'm touching my nose with my finger. We
Mm-hmm.
speak with our mouths. We read with our eyes. Let's practice. What am I
Yes.
doing? What am I doing? You're touching your
You're
nose
touching your
with your
nose with
finger.
your finger.
Where do we speak with our mouths? Do we speak with our mouths? Yes, we
Yes,
speak
we
with
speak
our
with our
mouths.
mouth.
Do we read with our eyes? Do we read with our eyes? Yes, we
Yes,
read with
we
our
read
eyes.
with our eyes.
Very good. Next, repeat half.
Have.
Very good. Okay, listen. Half. Two. Uh,
Half. Ah, okay,
half.
half.
So
Yes, half.
two is a half of four. Okay, six is a half of 12. 50 is a half of 100.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's practice. How much is half of 100? How much is half of 100? 50 is
50
half
is half
of
of
100.
100.
How much is half of 13? How much is half of 13? Six and a half
16. Six and a
is
half
half
is
of 13.
half of 13.
Very good. Are half of the people in your town men? Are half of the people in your town men? Yes or no?
Yes,
Half of the people
half of the
in my
people
town
are
are
in
men.
my town are men.
Very good. Next, repeat. Tell. Okay, one more. Tell.
Tell, tell.
Very
Okay.
good. Okay, listen. His name's his name's Mr. Brown. I'm telling you his name. Okay, so let's practice. Tell me
Yes.
his name. Tell me his name, please. His name's
His name is
Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown.
Very good. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm telling you
I'm telling
his name.
I'm telling you his name.
Very good. Tell me the name of the capital of Russia. Tell me the
Oh
name of the
yes.
capital of Russia, please. Moscow's
Moscow
the capital
is the capital
of
of
Russia.
Russia.
What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm telling
I'm
you
telling
the name
you
of the
a
capital
name of the
of
capital
Russia.
of Russia.
Very good. Okay, next repeat Russian.
Russian,
Greek.
Greek.
Very good. Okay, listen. Russian and Greek are both nouns. For example, I'm not
Yeah,
Russian or Greek. I'm Filipino. I
yeah.
don't speak Greek. I speak Filipino. Okay, so Russian
Mhm.
or Greek are nouns. They're both nationalities.
Yes.
Let's practice. Are you Russian or Greek? Are you Russian or Greek? No, I'm not
No, I'm
Russian
not
or Greek
Greek. I'm not Russian
or Greek
and Greek
or Greek. I'm
or Greek.
Japanese.
I'm Japanese.
Greg, do you speak Greek? Do you speak Greek? No, I don't speak
No, I
Greek.
don't speak Greek.
I speak
I
Japanese.
speak Japanese.
Very good. Next, repeat prefer. Okay, one more.
Oh,
Prefer.
prefer. Okay.
Tea.
Tea,
Coffee.
coffee.
Very good. Okay, listen. Prefer is a verb. For example, I prefer television to the cinema. Tea and coffee are
Mm,
nouns. For example, I prefer coffee to tea. Another example,
mm.
third person, she prefers tea to coffee. Okay, so
Okay.
let's practice. Which do you prefer, the cinema or television? Which do you prefer, the cinema or television? I prefer
I prefer television
to the cinema.
to the cinema.
Right. Which do you prefer, tea or coffee? Which do you prefer, tea or coffee? I prefer
I prefer coffee
to
to
tea.
tea.
Very good. Which does she prefer, tea or coffee? Which does she prefer, tea or coffee? She
She
prefers
prefers tea to
to
coffee.
coffee. Very good. Do the English generally prefer coffee? Do the English generally prefer coffee? No, the English.
Ah, the
No, the
English.
English
No,
don't
the
generally
English
don't
don't
generally
generally
prefer coffee.
prefer
They
coffee to
generally
tea.
they generally prefer
They
tea.
generally prefer tea
Ve-
to
Coffee.
coffee. Yeah,
Very good. Next, repeat both.
both.
Very good. Okay, listen. We use the word both for two people or things. For
Mm.
example, both my hands are on the table.
Mm.
Both of us are in the room. We're both sitting. Okay, very good.
Mm.
So let's practice. Are both my hands on the table? Are both my hands on the table? Yes. Both your
Yes,
hands
both of your hands
are
on
on the
the table
table.
are
Ve-
on the table.
Very
Okay.
good. Okay, next. Are both these books closed? Are both these books closed? Yes.
Yes,
Both
both
those
of
books
the of those books
are
are
closed.
closed.
Very good. Okay, next, listen. When we say both, okay, we can say both chairs or both of the chairs.
Both
But
of the chairs.
but when we use the pronoun us, you, and them, we say both
Mm.
of us or both of you, both of them. We put
Mm.
of and not both us, both you. It should be both of us, both of you, both of them.
Mm.
Let's practice. Which
Yeah.
is it right to say, both us or both of us? Which is it right to say, both us or both of us? It's right to say, it's
Oh,
right to say,
it is right to say
both of
both of
us.
them.
Very good. Next, are both of us sitting? Are both of us sitting? Yes, both of
Yes,
us.
we
Both of
both of us
are sitting.
are sitting.
Very good. Do both of them speak English? Do both of them
Mm.
speak English? Yes,
Yes,
both of
both of
them
them
speak English.
speak English.
Very good. Are both of us speaking English? Are both of us speaking English? Yes, both
Yes,
of
both
us
of
are
us
speaking English.
speaking English.
Very good. Are we both sitting? Are we both sitting? No, we
No,
aren't both
we
sitting.
aren't both of sitting.
I'm sitting, but you're
I'm
standing.
I'm
Sitting,
sitting,
but you're
yours
standing.
standing.
Very good. Okay, next we meet mean.
Mean.
Hello, hello,
Hello.
goodbye,
Goodbye.
thank you.
Thank you.
Very good. Okay, listen. The word hello means konnichiwa in Japanese, right?
Yeah, right.
The word goodbye means sayonara in Japanese.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the word thank you means arigato in Japanese.
Right.
Okay,
Thank you. Yeah.
so let's practice. What does the word hello mean in Japanese? What does the word hello mean in Japanese? The word
Hello
hello, one more.
means
The word
means
hello
the
means
word hello means konnichiwa
in Japanese.
in
Very
Japanese.
good. What does the word goodbye mean in Japanese? What does the word
The wo-
goodbye mean in Japanese? The word
the word
goodbye
of
means
goodbye means
sayon
sayonara
in
in
Japan.
Japanese.
What does the words thank you mean in Japanese? What does the words thank you mean in Japanese? The
The
words
word
thank you
of
mean
thank you means arigato
in
in
Japanese.
Japanese.
Very good. Okay, next repeat language.
Language.
European,
European,
Asian,
Asian,
Germany.
Germany.
Very good. Okay, listen. Language, Europe, Asian, and Germany are all nouns. For example, we're speaking English now. I
Right.
generally speak Tagalog or Filipino.
Mhm.
She generally speaks English. Chinese isn't a European language, it's an Asian language. Germany isn't an Asian country, it's a European country because it's in Europe. Let's practice.
Mm.
Which language are we speaking now? Which language are we speaking now? We are speaking English
We are
now.
speaking in English now.
Very good. Which language do you generally speak? Which language do you generally speak? I generally speak
I generally speak
Japanese.
Japanese.
Which language does she generally speak? Which language does she generally speak? She
She
generally speaks.
generally speaks
One more.
English.
Very good. One more. She generally speaks
She generally speaks
English.
English.
Very good. Is Chinese a European language? Is Chinese a European language? No.
No, it
Chinese.
isn't. No,
Chinese
Chinese.
isn't.
No,
Chinese
Chinese
isn't a
isn't
European language.
a European
It's
language.
an Asian language.
It's an Asian
Right.
language.
Is Germany an Asian country? Is Germany an Asian country? No.
No,
Germany isn't
Germany
an
isn't
Asian
an
country.
Asian
It's a
country.
European
It's
country.
a European country.
Very good. But when you say it isn't, it's also correct. It
It
isn't.
is.
Okay. Okay. So we stop there. Let's move on to reading.
Yes.
Very good. So our reading is at stage one, page 14.
Page 114.
Okay. Start with plural.
Plural.
Mm, Page 14. Start with the word plural. Oh, at the bottom, plural of, etc. So basic.
Okay. Plural of etc.
Mhm.
What's the plural of books? The plural of books is books. What's the plural of clock? The plural of clock is clocks. What's the plural of wall? The plural of walls is walls.